So here we've got the GMO, genetically modified oscillator from Moffenzeef Modular. This is a dirty raw sample playback device that's got alternate firmwares such as the Bobcat that we've already looked at in another video, and if I remember there's a link in the description and on screen. If not, comment and tell me I'm stupid. We get a specimen which flicks through the samples and a CV input. We have a LED for when it's triggered, speed, which is just basic sample playback speed, which affects pitch. We've got the head, as in the playback head of a tape, which will scrub through the start point in the sample, and tail, which is the end point, so we can cut off these samples nice and short or let them play fully. We've got CV over the 4 knobs: specimen, speed, head and tail. We've got a loop input for the loop switch, which, as we've just seen, will automatically loop the audio. Which is fun, and a bang, which actually triggers the sample. So let's plug in a gate from my clock divider and just go through some of these sounds. We'll set speed in the middle, tape full, head at the start, and we'll work our way around. You can hear these are nice and dirty, lots of grit. Take that one, speed, go super slow. The tail will cut off the end point from short little clicks. To full playback. The head will scrub the start point. It's really easy to get a different sound from the sample that's loaded in, with plenty of character and lots of grit. It's a filthy little thing that sounds great. And the Mordax datascope is just monitoring the GMO's output, so all these shapes are on there. Loop, as I've shown, will automatically loop without a gate. In loop mode, with the head back and playing with the tail and the speed, it makes for a great sort of alternate noise source for background tape noise or vinyl crackle. And I'll make a patch to show that as well. So lots of cool stuff. Let's get this playing from a gate again into the bang and build up a little bit of a beat. This is on a divide 3, the kick's on a divide 2, let's add a snare in. I've got a little hi-hat coming from the Bobcat next to it, just to give a sense of time. Now if I put some sort of fluttering random into the tail, you get this really cool little crunchy effect. Let's take that out for now and let's use a triangle LFO into the specimen. can hear this sort of stuttering through the samples. Let's use a divide by 5 on my clock divider into the loop. And again, I'll do these one at once and I'll put them back. So when the gate is high on loop, it will loop, but when the gate goes low again, it will turn loop off. It's not a trigger on and off, it's active while the gate is active. Let's LFO specimen, the actual sample. Little random flutter into the tail. And these dirty little critter type sounds come out. Speed up the beat a little bit. Let's swap some of the CV round randomly. With loop switched on, just take that out for a second. With loop switched on, the behaviour of the loop input flips. When the gate is low, it's looping because the switch is on. When the gate is high, it's off. So that's it used as a beat and some of the samples and CV options. Let's use it as a noise source, looping, and we'll try and get quite creative with this background noise amongst the rest of a patch. Okay, so let's check out the GMO looping these samples as a sort of stuttering noise source, plenty of character, plenty of grit. So let's flick in the looping. And we've got the same controls, end point, start point. Playback speed, the specimen or the actual sample. So I like that, sort of gritty, there's noise and there's a bit of a tone as well. Let's throw a couple of LFOs in and just play around mangling this loop. And one thing to note, let's slow this down. We can still actually trigger this. So if I was to put in a trigger, notice there's these skips in this loop, or let's put a fast trigger in. We can still re-trigger and reset that loop in with a gate or a trigger. Now let's just check out this looping in a patch. Okay, so here's the patch. I've got a kick. It's been triggered by the stepper acid's gate output, triggering the first and second contour generators from AGH. This is changing the pitch of a self-oscillating filter. It's also got noise patched into the CV, which is where that noise is coming from. Got a snare, which is the Bobcat. The trigger for the Bobcat's also triggering an ADSR, opening a filter. I've got a little tom-like sound from Mutual Instruments Peaks with this alternative panel. And this is clocked in time in the stepper acid with a chaos divider from Cylon Labs. And I've got some LFOs being attenuated and offset with the MVP from Manhattan Analog, adjusting that little rhythm. So that gives us a little beat. And then I have the GMO going into the Minimod VCA. This has got some offset already applied, and when I turn that channel up on the VCA, we can hear that looping noise. But I'm taking the second Minimod envelope, offsetting that, so it's negative, actually inverting and offsetting it, and then that's side chaining against the kick. So let's turn everything bar the kick down. I'm playing with the offset and the CV level on the VCA gives us the side chain. Let's add some LFOs back in. So you get quite creative as a noise source, textural stuff, or little odd wonky loops. So that's the GMO. Check out the Bobcat video, which again I'll link hopefully at the beginning if I remembered, and here and in the description. Hit like and subscribe for more videos every week, and check the Patreon link in the description to see how you can support my channel.